right. Without further ado, here in the top left-hand corner on Lightshade, give it up for the Terran in the blue from Dragon Phoenix Gaming. It is Cure. Right, and in the bottom right in the red is the Zerg player from Dragon Phoenix Gaming as well. Give it up is Rogue. Right, super excited to get into this. Two of these players, like I said, man, they've just been so awesome. It's really been cool to see them playing. Cure has really been showing his worth. Looking at the results from the previous matches, up to this point, Cure has not lost a match. He has 2-0'd every opponent. He got a bye in the first round, so definitely it feels like he's been playing strong the whole tournament. Rogue has lost, I think, maybe one game up until this point. So both players still showing that they are strong. And this is, of course, for a $200 prize pool. And one of these players will walk away with $100. The other one walks away with, I believe, $50. So I'm excited to see what happens. So far, we do have that hatch first coming out from Rogue. On the other side, gonna go ahead and get the spawning pool and the gas. So pretty standard opening coming out from Rogue. Definitely wants to respect his opponent, and we see Cure going for. I'm actually gonna be going for the Marine here. Going Marine first. Gonna get that super quick command center, and we'll go ahead and throw down the reactor behind this. Now, I do actually like this a lot. He's going to have enough here very soon to get that factory if he wants to, but it looks like he's going to go into double barracks, potentially into like a marine drop here, which will be really sweet. It's interesting to see a lot of these older builds kind of coming back. I think we talk about it a lot that, you know, sometimes these builds that get really powerful, they get nerfed, or an opponent figures out how to defend against them and the meta changes, and then we see those kind of builds coming back as the meta changes and people, in a sense, kind of forget how to defend them, or they're just not used to seeing it, so they don't look out for it right away. We do have that factory coming down now for Cure, and behind this, gonna go ahead and continue to get the Marines, and we should see that tech lab. Yep, sure do. Third base already on the way for Rogue. We do see this quite a bit now as well, just getting a quicker third. Really allows for that, the worker production, as well as if you do want to do some kind of attack or get kind of aggressive, you're more than able to with the extra larva. It just makes it really nice for Zerg, and especially if you do want to continue to expand, continue to spread creep and stuff, it just helps out so much. Stim on the way now for Cure as he is getting more and more Marines. He does have the starport on the way, and so far, Rogue has not actually scouted this out at all. He hasn't sent across an overlord or anything, keeping it actually in the middle of the base. Excuse me, middle of the map. So that's going to be really nice. Really good all together. Now, Rogue already throwing out a couple of lings just to see what's going on. We'll send out one ling into the natural of Cure. It's going to try to skip in here. Sees the amount of Marines. Oh no, he lets it in. He sees it all. Oh, Cure. Oh, that's really good for Cure. He is going to go ahead, and we'll lose the ling. He gets a perfect scout off, knows exactly what's going to be coming, and already we do see Evo chambers down. Additional drones as well. He knows that he has a little bit of time to kind of build up to what he wants, but you see that as Rogue, and you've got to feel pretty confident, right? You just know that you need to have enough to attack. He's getting additional queens, 3 at a time here, so he's gonna have quite a bit of queens. Already at 5 with 3 more coming in. He's gonna have so many queens. 8 lings all together as well, or excuse me, he'll have, holy cow, 23 lings as he does see this coming. And yeah, man, he's gonna be more than prepared. Gonna go ahead and throw down the rocks as well, and Rogue is ready for this. Here come the Marines, gonna stim in the Queens, getting in position, gonna try to block the ramp. Lings have popped out, looking to try to get a surround here. those queens want to get on top of the medevacs here. Will they be able to? Nice. We'll be able to push this back for the time being. Picks up, forces the move. There we go. Alright, the Ling's going to be right on top of it. Very nice coming out from Rogue, not taking any damage whatsoever. We'll go ahead and return the Lings back home as an additional medevac does come in here for Cure. Behind this, Baling Nest on the way. Going to be going up to a layer behind this as well. Will allow him to get Hydras if he so desires, or even just move up the tech tree in any way possible. Going into Ling Bane. Could be going into Mutus to kind of help with the drops, as well as could potentially go into maybe some laking units there as well. Marine's going to be coming in. Going to continue to attack here. Lings do want to get a nice round. We'll be able to actually gets quite a bit of kills there. Takes out one of the medevacs. And we will see Cure back up once again behind this. His third base is on the way. Going to add on a couple additional barracks as well. And, you know, overall, neither player has really lost that much. Losing 50 Lings, though. Very interesting. And here we go. Cure going to continue to push in here. Wants to push back the creep. Wants to continue to push and pull his way into either the third base, the fourth base if possible. Another base for Rogue will be taken. And that's one of the things Rogue is so good at, is even when he's in the face of pressure, he's able to kind of micromanage, getting more units as well as expanding, saying, okay, you know what, you're going to put the pressure on. You're not going to be able to really expand like you want to. And here comes another Zergling. Wants to, you know, get some good scouting off and just continue to push in here. So, more and more medevacs, man. Full of units going to be coming in. This time a tank will be sieged up onto the edge of the creep. And as long as he continues to do this, Cure going to, you know, be able to build up at home. Doesn't have to worry too much about counterattacks. I mean, I guess you could be seeing him go down here in the bottom left. But other than that, really don't see too much from him, and sees there's no fourth base up here at least. Actually, we'll supply block Rogue for just a moment. He's got 4 more Overlords on the way, so won't be blocked for too long, but very nice and a huge attack. This is what I was saying here, you know, going for that counterattack, gonna go across the map. I don't think Cure actually knows it's here yet, but he is going to continue to try to push in on the creep, continue to push it back, but at home does have his own units, and actually Rogue has a Rogue unit there, keeping tabs on this extra army, so he knows when he needs to attack, when to kind of push back. And that third base finally is up now here for Cure. And Cure just going to continue to try to hold the creep right there. He hasn't been able to get much damage done. That's something very interesting to note. He's sitting at 88 workers. That is insane. 88 workers to the 82 now of Rogue. You know, Rogue really putting in more into his army here. Oh, excuse me. It's like, man, he's at 98 workers. No, that is 102 army supply. Excuse me, 59 to 79. So definitely Rogue at that almost 80 limit mark of the drones. Gonna take a 5th base behind this as well, and I like that Cure is trying to kind of push in, continue to kind of push the creep back. But at the same time, a huge attack going to be coming into the natural here. There are some Marines still in play, but those Balings going to be able to crash through the Marines. It is able to get quite a bit of damage done. And here come those Lings inside. We're going to take out the tanks. A couple of Balings going to start taking out the SCVs. So far, 10 SCVs plus are going to go down. A nice scan will go down as well as the Marines are kind of spread out here. The tanks will siege up, but is it too late? This attack finally will get cleaned up into the natural, but huge Baling hits as the enemy is going to overtake here of Cure. Rogue Going to push us back, going to eliminate a lot of army from Cure. Now, Cure does still have some at home. He's going to continue to try to push into this. But with the Hydras here, does he have enough? I don't think so. The Bailing's going to get some really good connections to the dropping off of the Marines. But these Lings going to ravage everything. GG will be called. And Rogue going to take game at number 1 here in this best of 5 series. Wow, what a first match there. Very, very good. We're going to go ahead and jump into game number 2. Is going to be on Oxide. So we'll see if Cure can make a comeback here. All right. Here we go. There we go. There we go. Hey, we're professionals here. We got it. All right. Here in game number 2, in the bottom left-hand corner, this time spawning in as the Blue Zerg. Give it up from Dragon Phoenix Gaming. It is Rogue. In the top right, in the red, it's the Terran from Dragon Phoenix Gaming as well. It is Cure. Now, I believe this was actually the day before he became part of Dragon Phoenix Gaming. So I think he was still in the works, and that's why it's not pulling up, except for just TPG. So, very good stuff. He was on Generic Green Wings for 6 years. Cure just really was killing it, but is now on Dragon Phoenix Gaming. And Dragon Phoenix Gaming just been killing it lately. With all of the draft picks that they've been getting. It's just been insane. I mean, they've got Rogue, they've got Cure now, and they've got a couple others as well, I think, that are not as well known, but they have been making some good strides. So, interested to see them in the coming times. But here we go nonetheless. Rogue going to be opening up very much the same as the previous. Now, do we see Cure go for that same kind of push? I don't think so. I think it is a good opening, but if we look at it, right, he didn't do a whole lot. Yeah, he was able to kill some Lings. He was able to kind of push the creep back a little bit. But other than that, he really didn't do much. He just kind of sat there. He had a nice spread, but Rogue able to initially just kind of pull the trigger on Cure, push him to kind of keep focus into his natural, and was able to overcome him not only there but with the Bailings in the main fight there. So we will see what ends up happening. Alright, so Cure gonna go ahead and continue to kind of just micro around here. Doesn't get much done. Is able to kind of damage some of the Lings, but that's going to be about it. That we will see him kind of sitting at the side. Now, what does Rogue do behind this? So far, just going to be getting more drones. Building up that high queen count. We've been seeing this a lot from Zergs as well. Especially with battle cruisers in the meta. Just making sure that you have enough queens to defend against that if needed. So we will see if that continues to play out here. All right. Here decided not to make an expand, or excuse me, a depot. Is in fact going to go ahead and play a little bit more standard. Going to be going into a single Hellion at a time. And we will see actually the barracks coming down as well. Now, first Hellion is going to come out and will begin scouting. Looks like he's going to try to maybe push down here at the bottom and see, you know, is he taking a quick third or not? And actually, we do see that Rogue had scouted this out, so he knows that there are Hellions now on the field. Behind this, going to be going up to a really quick layer instead of taking the third base. And now going to take a Bailing Nest. So Ling Bane once again. And here we go. Hellion will scout that there is no third base yet, as it is being taken right behind his nose. And here we go. Finally, the 2 Hellions and the Reaper will be coming in. And try to, you know, push in and do some damage. We'll eventually go into more of the barrack style play, but not going to go too heavy into the Hellion play. And with these queens here, he's not able to get in. There's only a few lings available, but oh, look at this. Going into a quick Spire, only 4.5 minutes. Spire already about halfway done here for the Zerg. Oh, this is just so brutal. A couple of Marines are present, and we do see the Overseer coming in. Gets a scout off that there are, you know, at least going to be Marines available, so he has to be careful. Double Evo down as well, but or eBay, but the big thing is this is he's not going to have any, you know, turrets or nothing like that. Okay, he's just not putting down a couple of turrets. He does get a scan off, but I don't think he actually knows yet. Doesn't know about that Spire, and the Spire is almost done. So overall, he should be okay initially against these attacks. But at what cost? If he can get in, if Rogue can get in here and get some damage done, that's going to be super good for him. So they're going to go ahead and get rid of the bunker, and looks like he's ready to move out almost. He's got +1 on the way. He does have stim done, and he has combat shields on the way. Just setting himself up for a nice mid-game army. A 4th base going to be taken behind this as well. Rogue, you madman. Because we do have more and more mutas on the way. So far, 8 mutas are out. Finally, 2 Evo chambers going to be going down behind this. And look at this creep spread coming out from Rogue. Even behind us, even behind all of the mutas. Oh, man. Okay, so here definitely sees us and now is going to be ready. Looking to try to cut this off before it can start. But here it comes. The Rogue going to get in here. Going to be able to kill off a couple of SCVs. Does get that fresh mule as well. So very good job there from Rogue. Just looking to get damage done where he can. Sees the army. We'll go ahead and move back. 5 seconds away here from +1 finishing for Cure. As he is going to start pushing onto the creep. Trying to push some of this back. Trying to force the engagement here from Rogue. But Cure just going to go ahead. Kill off a couple here or there. And try to pick up what it can. Bailing's going to be coming in as well. They do not have Bailing speed yet. Still about 10 seconds away from finishing. Combat shield's about the same as well. We'll see, can he actually finish this off? Does get a little bit of a pre-spread going, so that's going to be really good for him. Bailing speed now done, so it's combat shields. And there is the mutas. Nice, 12 more lings on the way. +1 on the way as well for the Zerg. Armory almost done. We'll be able to start +2 very soon, and just going to be going into Widow Mines, adding on additional barracks, and just getting more Marine production. Trying to set himself up for a good economy here, going into that +2. And here we go. Go ahead and stim forward, trying to put some damage onto the mutas and push back the creep. But here comes some more Bailings being morphed in, about 13 more. And man, this creep's right, especially on a map like Oxide that is so small. Let's get pretty crazy. So Bailing's going to be rolling in here. Now both players just kind of stand off at the moment. Will we see Rogue actually take a 5th base here pretty soon? I definitely think he could. Creep spread's definitely there. And at the moment, Cure really can't engage this army, right? We can come in here, maybe kill off a couple of creep tumors, kill off a couple of, you know, Bailings, but he can't really do too much. And now here comes Rogue. With these mutas, there's only like 2 turrets in here. It's going to be more than okay. Takes out the first turret. The second turret will go down. Some Marines are going to come back to try to help deal with this. Oh no, he's able to save the first one. Does get the Overlords. A very good play there from Cure. And he's actually going to go ahead and move back and start trying to surround this army. Unfortunately, the Muta is not going to be able to go too much farther until they are taken out. But he does get 4 SCV kills behind this. Going to take a 5th base of his own. He says, okay, it gives me a little bit of breathing room. I'm going to be able to expand. Going to get my upgrades going. +2 is on the way now for these mutas, and they're just going to continue to get stronger. +2 as well, going to be coming through now for the Lings. And now we're seeing this classic Lingbane muta. I like it. Medevac going to be coming down, and is he looking? Okay, so he is looking to drop, or at least come down here and potentially do some damage. Sees that there's no base here yet. But, I mean, the big thing is there's so many Bailings. We look at the Bailing count right now. 46 Bailings and more. 7 more being added. So we will be at, what? I don't like doing math. 53 Bailings? That's insane. You're definitely going to need a lot of good Widowmine hits here. And he even has a Changeling, which is going to allow him to, you know, basically see where this army is at and kind of position accordingly. We are going to see a drop into the main. Doesn't get too much done. Gets a couple of drones. But other than that, doesn't really get anything done. It gets taken out by the mutas. Here comes a nice attack down here at the bottom. Loses a couple of Marines, nothing too crazy, and he is going to go ahead and push towards this 4th base. Here come the Bailings, nice Priestlet, going to go down. Huge mine hit, though. Takes out a good chunk of those Bailings, but still not enough here for the Terran. He has to play this super careful, and Rogue just barely throwing anything here at Cure. Another good hit. I don't think it's going to be enough. The Bailing's going to crash in here, going to clear up a lot of these Marines. The Lings will have to back up as there are still quite a few mutas here. 28 more Lings on the way as well. As it looks like Rogue still holding on to this position. Cure, though, trying to build back up. Rogue now is supply capped. He's at that 200 mark. Going to start building up more and more resources, which is going to help him later on in this game. +3 is on the way now. Actually halfway done for the Terran, as +2 is just now finishing up for the Zerg. So he will have this little bit of period where he's going to have a little bit of an advantage. Going to be able to produce a little bit more income at least. Don't look like that's going to be enough, so I'm going to go ahead and back up and try again here. That's the thing, right? Is like Rogue has been so defensive. He's, you know, attacked when he needs to, but I mean, Cure is still only on 3 bases while Rogue is now going up to a 6th base. Just now putting it down. We're going to actually see him coming in now with these mutas. Sees the army, gonna back up, and this has just been so good from Rogue. Now Cure is about maxed out now, so he will be able to start pushing in, you know, doing what he needs to here. Looks like Cure just now going to be taking a 4th base. Adrenaline glands on the way as Hive Tech is now available. And here come those mutas. Going to get on top of the first Thor. We'll take it, but a lot of these mutas are so low. Starting to lose quite a bit of mutas here. This is not good for him. Second Thor is on the way, looking to get dropped and start putting more pressure. He will be able to get out with those mutas, though. 6 more mutas on the way, 20 Lings on the way as well, and the Hydralisk Den is about done. Huge mine hit, though. Gonna take out a good chunk of those as well. Bailings making some okay connections. Doesn't get the best. Able to clear off some of the units from the Terran, but will it be enough? Here comes another big attack. The mine's going to go ahead and widow themselves down. Gets a couple of good hits, but that's not going to be enough. The mutas getting on top of every unit possible. And now just a few Lings and a few mutas do remain, still in a pretty good position. More Bailings going to be morphed in here as Cure will have to back up himself. That Thor is pretty damaged as well. Those mines still alive. I'm actually surprised he's not taking those out of... Oh, there he is. There we go. So, Rogue gonna be coming in. We'll actually see this. Gets those killed off pretty quickly, and now, oh, another good shot from those Widow Mines. Gonna take out the sensor tower, takes out the mine, and now can kind of roam free a little bit more, not having to worry about, hey, he can see where I'm coming. Ooh, okay. Now, more and more Thors are starting to come out for Cure, which is going to make it harder here for Rogue to actually deal with these mutas. He is going more heavier into Bailings, which is going to be really good, especially since he's going into the Marines. But the big buildup is actually to those Ultras. He's got +3 almost done now, and I believe he should have chitinous plating coming up if he does not have that already. He doesn't have chitinous plating done yet, but he could definitely get that going. Nice little attack going down here at the bottom. The wings and the Bailings going to clear it up for the most part. Another big attack coming up at the top, really kind of forcing Rogue to split his army here. Bailings don't get that much good connections here. Going to take out the Thor, so nice trade from both sides. But it looks like Rogue might actually lose the space here. I'm gonna go ahead and stutter step back, picking up the Thor. We'll have to move back, so it looks like Rogue will actually save that base. Very well done here, but Cure going to have to come back, regroup, look to push again, and still Rogue has not lost his bases yet. He's really kind of been maxed out this whole time. He's still floating, you know, about 1,500 minerals here. Just doing a fantastic job. Going to come down here to this 5th base, and it looks like Cure finally starting to be able to push into it this. But 5 Ultras are on the way, and this could be the game changer here for Rogue. He's really kind of played defensive this whole time, just kind of pushing in once in a while to see, you know, what's going on. But and I don't think actually he has not scouted that Ultras are here, and now he knows. The Bailing's going to start rolling in the Ultras, looking to get some damage done. Ooh, beautiful mine hit onto the Bailings. There's still one Bailing left, can actually be taken out now, and it does look like these Ultras are going to start pushing through with this. Same time, another big attack up here, or down here at the bottom. Actually gets cleaned up pretty easily here from Rogue. And yeah, I mean, Cure in a lot of trouble now. Going to force the pickup as well onto this top base. Medevacs will have to come out, and it looks like finally with the Ultras, this is going to be a very uphill battle for Cure. He is able to kill off 10 drones. Rogue's able to kill off 9 SCVs, so all around not too bad. We'll see how this kind of ends up playing out. So Cure looking to continue to try to put some damage on these mines, really getting the damage done. About 13 kills each. Gonna have to pick up, as quite a bit of Lings are going to be here again. Gonna force the pickup onto the 6th base. Trying to push in once again as well. The Corruptors are out, and more Ultras are coming through as well. And yeah, I mean, Cure needs an answer to this. He's got Corruptors out, so could potentially go into Brood Lords if he wants. Got Burrow coming through as well. Oh, man. 6 more drones, or SCVs, do go down. Looks like a couple Lings will go ahead and start pushing in. With the Adrenaline Glands finished up, 41 Bailings are morphing in. The Ultra is stuck. Oh, he somehow survives, but here comes the Bailings instantly having to pull away. And here comes the mass Bailing bust. Both of the Thors are going to go down. A couple of Widow Mines are going to come out as well. Going to get shot onto the Ultras. Doesn't do that much damage. Just force it back for the time being here. And Rogue having to return home. He is very low on minerals right now. Having to put it all into these Ultras. Getting more Bailings coming through as well. Cure going to start going back down to the space once again. Trying to finish this off. But will not be able to. Corruptors Raining the Sky actually taking care of a lot of these medevacs. Go. Gonna start healing up those Ultras, those Queens. All those mighty Queens gonna start coming into effect here very, very well. But at the same time, Cure is almost maxed out. Once again, he has the income to really deal with it. once again, gonna get pushed back, and it's kind of been this constant back and forth where Rogue is just able to defend whatever Kira throws at him. See if he can continue to do that. And yeah, I mean, man. So once again, here pushing down here at the bottom, the Baneling's gonna roll in, and once again, these ultras though getting the damage done, kind of paving the way. And here comes the Banelings getting on top of everything. The mines not gonna get the best hits, and it looks like Rogue will be able to push through once again. He's gotta be careful though. He's only got 2 more ultras left. He's only able to make 1 or 2 ultras at a time at this point. And it looks like he is going to be given chase. Cure is not done yet. Now, the medevacs too much just because these corruptors, but overall, this is looking really good. Just constant attack down here at the bottom. On the other side, there's a mine, and it is continuing to push in. GG will be called, as there was a stream of red coming across the map for Cure, just trying to rally across, and was able to finally kind of push through, kind of break the bank there of that 6-7 base economy of Rogue. GG's. Right, so let's go ahead and jump in to game number 3 here. I believe it is on Jagannatha. Such a weird name. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Let's see if well, we've got a tied game, so we'll see, you know, if one of them can actually take over the other and get a commanding lead, or if we will see a back and forth game altogether. Right, guys, without further ado, here in the top right-hand corner of the map, it's the blue Terran. It is Cure. And in the bottom left, in the red, it's the Zerg player known as Rogue. Alright, so game number 3 here on Jagannatha. I believe it's one of the biggest maps in the map pool this season. Has these really interesting little pods that do make some speed, turning into Sonic, and if you're some Lings, if you're some Bailings, it just makes you go ham, or if you're some Stim Marines, it just makes you, I guess, Speedy Gonzalez at that point. So we'll see actually, you know, what these players want to do and how they use these to their advantage, if at all. Especially if they want to get across the map quicker for some kind of harassment. So far, looking pretty standard. Again, Rogue going to be opening up with that similar patch first in the pool with the Extractor follow-up. Going to see Cure going into the 1-Rax expand, more than likely. Very interesting as well. We haven't seen any cheeses coming out. See them coming up. SCV will make its way across the map here as the expansion going to be coming down now for Cure. Reaper on the way. So pretty good stuff, you know. It's really cool to see how these players kind of play against each other, right? I mean, they're on the same team now. And I don't know if they've been practice partners before or how many times they've actually played each other, but they have countless replays of their own, you know. So how much of this series do you play into the mind game of, oh, he knows what I will do for this, maybe I do something crazy, or do you just play standard? So, you know, I feel pretty good in my micro against them. It's kind of a back and forth situation. So we'll see. Here comes the Reaper for Cure. Looking to get a kill. Does not. Actually gets 1 lane. Looking to get a 2nd lane. Can he actually get it? Yes, he does. Cure with the Godly Reaper will actually lose it. Oh, Reap. Oh my goodness. Cure. You got... Call Bjorn. Tell him we need it to have it nerfed once again. Reaper OP. Able to get a couple of kills there. So very nice start coming out this game for Cure. He's going to be going into double Hellions. Going to follow up with the starport and the barracks. Scouts the third base, but not going to worry about it too much. And we do actually see the Reaper coming back in here. I'm going to get another good scout off. Going to be able to get some damage done. Looking to get another kill. Maybe force a couple of drones. Gets another ling and a fourth ling. This beast. We will actually see that Reaper taking off now. The Hellions and the Reaper will go ahead and meet up towards the natural, looking to potentially get in, and he's already done so much damage here, actually taking care of quite a few of the lings that were available. But will he continue to get the damage done now? He's just poking in. He hasn't actually had to fire. We'll see if he can continue to do that. Now he's going to come down here to the third base. Knows that there's going to be some droning happening, but he's just trying to find an opening at this point. Rogue going to send a single ling across the map, looking to get some intel, and he's actually going to get in. This time not into the main, though. Let's see. 4 queens are out. 2 more are on the way. And it's going to be a Cloak Banshee follow-up here. You have more Hellions coming through. I think that's going to make it a total of 6. Okay, he's at 6. He's got 2 more on the way, so he's going to have a total of 8 Hellions here. But we'll have that Banshee. Now the question becomes, does he use the Banshee in the main, or does he use it with this army? He does actually have the armory finishing up, so it looks like he's going to go into a Hellbat timing here. Oh, this is going to be so nasty if it's done correctly. Here comes the Hellbat's going to start waddling forward. The Reaper will end up passing, but there are just so many queens here. Trying to get on top of what they can, but unfortunately, all of the heals, the queens out healing the damage here of those Hellbats, get pushed back once again at the same time. We do actually see 3 drones getting killed. There it is right there. And the Banshee going to get a couple of more. 5 kills so far. Nice distraction coming out from the top. But does he have enough here? Link's going to go across the map as well, looking to potentially get some damage done, but looks like he's going to come back for it. Second Banshee has arrived. Going to start killing off more. This one Banshee literally just like 1 shot away. Sees the 4th base coming down as well. Hellions looking to get surrounded here. And yeah, not going to be able to get too much done there. Going to force the queens over once again to deal with the Banshees. Well, it does actually allow Cure to get back in here, deal a couple of more shots off on the drones. We'll get 2 more. Overall, man, it's just been so good. It's still pretty much even at this point. Really kind of pay for itself from that earlier attack, but Rogue definitely in position to be able to stop the 3rd base from landing, as it is coming over here behind this. More Marines coming through. We do see the follow-up being Widow Mines and Medivacs, Spire Tech on the way as well, so it's going to be that Lingbane Hydra, or excuse me, Lingbane Muta once again. Seemed to work well in the last game. Even though he did end up losing, it was working out pretty good. Some beautiful micro coming out there. Going to be able to clear off quite a bit of those links. And still these Banshees doing damage, just now being taken out. I think the other one just now fell as well. But does he actually know? Does he know about the Spire? He doesn't. He doesn't know about the Spire. But here comes this big attack coming across the map. Does he just push in? It looks like he's going to clear the creep for the moment. Going to go ahead and throw down a couple of mines. And there's no bailing speed yet. Oh, those bailings just gonna get crumbled up. Beautiful Widowmine shots. We'll go ahead and drop down here at the bottom. Still, those bailings are slow. Still about 20 seconds away from finishing up, actually. Spire Tech is going to be finishing up now. And we will start seeing more of those mutas, but it doesn't really have the money to build mutas right now. He's putting it all into upgrades, so he's going to finally have about 600 or 700 to build a couple of mutas, but but overall, yeah, he's not going to be able to do too much. A fifth base coming down now for the Zerg player. On the other side, just more Marines, mines, and yeah, he's not really making anything else besides that. Then continue to kind of push in here, clearing up the creep as the bailing speed has now finished. +1 on the way now for the mutas, +2 on the way for the lings. And yeah, I mean, he really can't land. He can't really do too much. I mean, maybe he could get into the main, but there are a couple of spore crawlers awaiting any medevac's untimely arrival in this series. More Marines making their way across the map, and here it comes. A couple Marines gonna go towards the drones, pick off a couple that they can. It's 2. Does see the mutas coming out, so now we'll be able to kind of prepare for that. But he's already got the Widow Mines, he's got Marines, so he shouldn't be too bad. Widow Mine shots looking to go pretty good. Actually kills off quite a bit there. 120 lings have gone down, 9 drones, 10 drones. Where are we at here? Oh, over here. Yeah, those mines just doing so much damage. Even doing some damage right here. Well done. Just really trying to keep Rogue on his toes, continue to put that pressure, and continue to kill off anything that would have its sights. So we'll see here. Can he continue to do it? Mine's going to get spread out. And, you know, this time, Rogue hasn't been doing that good at separating from these mines. He's really been taking a lot of blunt force from these. Another huge attack down here with the single mine, getting another 7 kills. Huge attack as well. I don't think he's going to have enough, though. Will be forced back, but the muta's looking to continue the damage. And he will actually get forced back. Once again, and now this is kind of that big tango back and forth that we've seen time and time again from these. And these Widow Mines, man, it's doing so much damage. They really have been. I think he finally got that one cleared up. Yeah. +3 on the way now for Cure, as well as he is getting those Thors. He's finally getting some Marauders, and he's got +1 ship or armor vehicle plating to be able to kind of start taking some more damage and all of that. That would be really good. Here come the mutas, though, going to start pushing onto this 4th base. We get 4 drones, SCVs, not too bad. We're going to be forced back, and I mean, the good thing here about Cure is he does have his army split pretty well. So if Rogue does try to attack, he's going to be more than prepared for it. Another base going to be taken here from Rogue, and it's just been so much of his style of attack a little bit, expand, attack a little bit, expand, and that really starts showing in the late game when he just has so much income. He is sitting at a 97 workers, though. Half of his army supply is in workers. I think that was a big thing too. Like, he's really had to overmake drones just because, I mean, all of the damage he's done. How many? He's lost 27 workers to the 4 here of Cure. So when it comes to workers, man, Cure is just on top of it. We'll get a couple of shots off onto the mutas here. The lings looking to get some damage done. Mine shot gonna damage those a little bit more. And here come the lings, gonna get straight into the natural. Now the Thor gonna pop out into the main. We'll eventually get cleaned up here. we go. Looking, can he get the third? Can he get +3? No, he is not able to. Unfortunately, Rogue's just not able to get anything done here. He is able to at least supply block Cure for the time being here. But at what cost? 128 supply to 104. +3 is going to be finished up now for Cure, and he has this time of window once again where he's going to be able to deal a lot of damage. Just trying to pick up, continuing to try to just kill everything with those mines, but unfortunately not getting the mine connects that he needs. And now ultras are on the way, only one at a time right now, as unfortunately Rogue just does not have the gas. I mean, he's got a couple of Vespene geysers going, but the two new bases he doesn't have any gas, so he's not able to effectively produce ultras like he wants to. Bailey's going to come in. He's going to try to wrap around. He will be able to do so. He has to be careful of these mines. They've been killing him softly this whole time. There we go. Not the greatest hits, but he just does not have an answer to this. The Marines coming forward here with those Thors, the mines, just in such good position. Rogue looking helplessly, trying to find some way into this, but I don't know if he's gonna have it. He does have 6 on the way, looking to maybe do some kind of reach around, but I mean, he just continuously has to pull back and pull back, trying to build up his army. He does have quite a few Bailings on the way, and he does have more ultras on the way, but is it going to be enough here? The ultras coming up from the top, coming around, just looking to get something done here. I don't know if he's going to have enough. These ultras will be the catalyst potentially. They don't even have chitinous plating done. He is able to push this back, but loses 2 bases in between this. He does take this one on the top, and looking to kind of push this back altogether, but these mine shots have been way too much, and with the reinforcements, gonna push Rogue back once again. And Cure holding himself steady as much as possible. He does take a 5th base up here, trying to get as much minerals as possible. Both of them very mineral starved at the moment. There we go. And yeah, I mean, Rogue just going to have to come back, and unfortunately, Rogue just in a lot of trouble. He's going to lose another base here. Cure about maxed out once again, and Rogue just struggling to build something. He does have +3 finishing up, which will be able to kind of even the score here a little bit, but how much? There we go. Yeah, I mean, all of the ultras going to go down. Beautiful splits against the Bailings, and it looks like Cure going to start pushing forward. 183 supply to 129. Just not looking good right now for Rogue. Another one of his last mining bases here is going to be going down as well, as the links coming from everywhere. Not going to be enough, and GG, as Cure takes game number 3 and takes the lead. Beautiful, man. What a good series so far. Rogue has got to change it up. He's been going for this Lingbane muted play, but it has not been working out. We'll see, though, here in a game number 4, if he can tie things up, or if Rogue will start pushing, or excuse me, Cure will start pushing ahead. Let's go ahead and jump into the next game. Maybe. There we go. Alright, guys, without further ado, here in the bottom left-hand corner in the blue, it's currently up 2-1. Give it up for Cure. And in the top right, in the red, it is the Zerg player known as Rogue. Alright. Game number 4, Pillars of Gold. Definitely an interesting map. Could go either way. Definitely some high ground advantages if you wanted to get some tanks. Or, you know, lurkers are good on this map as well. So we'll see. Does Rogue go into maybe like a Ling, Hydra, I don't know, bathing kind of style? Does he go into maybe Roach Ravager or something? We haven't really seen him use Roaches. I know he likes to use Lings more often, but maybe he wants to throw those in. We'll see. Barracks now finishing up here for the Terran, as we will see him more than likely expand. We get that spawning pool and the hatch, so everything again standard. That's again one of those big things that we have been seeing consistently here in this series. Is the fact that, you know what, neither player has really cheesed. They both been playing a stand-up game and in the finals with so much money on the line. It's definitely what you want to have happen, right? So SCVU will be making its way across the map now here for the Terran. And he is going to look to get some good scouting information off. Does see the... Oh, what? Sorry about that. I hit the wrong button there. But he will actually see the hatchery here, which is going to be really nice. Alright, so spawning pool on is now done. And behind this, just going to get a couple links. We'll get the factory as well for the Terran. And does look to be another just kind of factory Hellion push. Now, last time he did go for the Banshee play, was able to get quite a few drones and was able to do some damage with them. But does he go for that same kind of play this time? I think that now Rogue knows that it's there. I don't think he's going to get caught off by it. Let's take that quick third base, so that's going to be a nice change up. And we do see Cure actually going to scout that out. Now, does Cure take his own third base, or does he sit back and just continue this same build? I think, yeah, he's just going to go to the starport. He's going to get the tech lab onto the barracks, start getting stim, and we will start seeing those Hellions coming out 2 by 2 as they start heading into the unknown of Cure, or excuse me, of Rogue space. So, just beautiful scouting coming out here from the Reaper. Just able to see everything that he needs to. We'll go ahead and return back home, or at least kind of hang out for the moment. On the other side, we do see the Queens coming out now for Rogue, and this time actually interesting to note, not as many Queens coming out. It is going to be a Banshee play. Cloak on the way as well for the Terran. But I think the thing is this. Rogue is seeing... Okay, he hasn't gone for battle cruisers. He's really not doing that. It's mainly just been this Ling, or excuse me, Marine Mine medevac kind of style. I don't have to worry necessarily about having so many Queens for battle cruisers. I can go ahead and get other things like drones. I can get, you know, maybe some upgrades, do something else with that instead of just using all of my money on to Queens. Now, first Banshee is done and is going to start making its way across the map. I don't think he actually gets scattered here, no. I mean, he will eventually up here, but it'll be way too late. And here we have it. Hellions going to make their way over to the natural, or at least the third, and just kind of seeing, and again, playing this game of where can I enter in the base. Just going to go ahead and head out here. Cloak is now done at the Banshee. Heading just outside the field division. We'll come in. Just going to wait until the very last second. There is already a spore crawler here. There will not be any surprises, but he's just able to get right behind all of it and able to deal some damage. At the same time, the Hellbat's going to be coming in here. So another play from the last series. Gets one Queen. The second Queen looking to go down. Two drones have gone down. And it looks like Cure going into the main, gonna try to push into the main, kill off a couple of drones. Not gonna be able to get too much done though. Finally, the Banshee gonna come in onto the natural, continue to push in. 6, 7 drones have gone down, still more coming through as these Hellbats looking to get their final volley off before they die. Not able to get it, but that Banshee able to get 9 kills, does end up falling, but definitely paying for it. The second Banshee going to be coming in, gets the beautiful cloak off, staying just out of range, and now going to start harassing, dealing the damage that it can, and forcing really kind of Rogue's hand here, right? He's going into a lair, which is nice. He is getting a macro hatch, which is nice as well. He still has quite a few queens, but does he have to then go into mutas? Does he then have to go into hydras? What is his plan behind here? He hasn't lost so much that it's like, oh my god, he's definitely game over. But it's definitely a scary thought and good for Cure that he's forcing Rogue to making drones and not making those army units that he wants to. Here comes the Bailey Nest, which is going to be really nice, and because he does have that layer done, he is going to be able to start up speed right away. Zergling is going to be able to block the third base for Cure, so that does get a little annoying there. And does this actually get scouted? No, it's not. Oh yeah, it will. It actually is get scouted. And already we see the response coming out from Cure just getting into position, excuse me, from Rogue getting in position. A couple of banelings going to be made as well. Here come the Lings getting in position, getting ready, and it's actually going to be a nice drop into the main. Banshee's going to be here as well. There we go. Almost able to get a queen. Does get a couple of Lings, nothing too crazy, and we will see him drop just outside the 4th base location here, getting a bunch of the Marines and just trying to kill off any of the Overlords that he can. Let's see if he can continue on with this. Does get picked up, but again, he's starting to try to elevator this. But now there is a Spore Crawler. The first medevac will go down. The second medevac will fall as well. And now, just trying to pick up drones wherever he can before these do get cleaned up. Is able to get a couple of kills, but with the Bailings, able to get 4 SEVs and a bunch of very hurt SEVs from those Bailings. And now Rogue looking to push across once again. But unfortunately, he's not able to get too much done, right? And this is just so good from Cure. Really forcing Rogue to have to make more and more Overlords, continue to make things that are not fighting units. It does get a beautiful surround. We'll pick off a couple of units, but with the pickup of the medevac and with no queens in sight, just going to be able to get out of there scot-free. But Rogue, man, just looking so good. He's going to go for another wraparound here. Does get the Hellbat, gets a couple of the Marines, and will actually force us back once again. You know, Cure overextending, I feel, just a little bit. He's going to go ahead and come in to the 4th base once again. Or, excuse me, the 5th base. And again, just trying to find damage where he can, but the Queens are already there. Groove Spide's coming out now. Ooh, so he's going to be going into Hydras. Already has the Infestation Pit on the way, so going to go up to Hive Tech. And yeah, this is definitely what he needs to be doing. It's going to be Marine Mine from Cure. It's been working for him. Just going to pick up, try to move out, and just is not working yet. He is going to go into the main as well, but again, the Queens are there, the Sporters are there. He's not going to be able to get the damage done. And now he's kind of find himself in this little bit of a trap where these Hydras looking to pressure onto this. There's a nice attack coming down, or excuse me, up here into the middle of the map. Of this 4th base of Rogue. Does kill off a couple of drones. It looks like he's going to try to focus down the hatchery. Not able to get it though, as Rogue's reinforcements do actually push this back. Again, more Lings, Hydras, going to be going across the map at the same time as this is just getting completely cleared up. It is 85 army supply to 79, but you got to remember a lot of that army supply is in medevacs. So Cure really doesn't have a whole lot. He's going to sit back and defend against this, as there are a couple of tanks, but if he can just somehow defend this drop or defend this push, Rogue's going to be in an excellent position. Scan does go down, as there are going to be some lurkers made. Here we go. Mines getting some okay shots. A beautiful surround, though, as the... Oh, man. Not going to be enough, though. The Hydras almost take out the Liberators, literally just one shot each. But he does now have lurkers, and he does have that upgrade coming to increase the range. Takes out one Liberator. The second Liberator is very close to follow, but he's got to be careful because of that siege tank. Another attack coming up here at the top at the same time. These Lings looking to surround it potentially. Spore Crawler going to try to get on top of the medevacs as well. It looks like he might just barely have enough. The Baleen going to hit its own building. And there we go. Does get 7 drones and actually kills off quite a bit of Lings. There we go. Finally does get cleared up, but still there's a nice little push coming in here from Cure. I'm going to go ahead and kind of focus some of this around. The scan does go down. We'll be able to start taking care of a couple of the lurkers. 11 more drones super down as it just continuously pushing into this Cure. Just trying to just kill this off as much as possible. Lurker so getting repositioned, pushing forward, just really kind of doing that siege and unsiege that we usually see from the Terran. +3 is on the way, almost done now here for Cure, while +1 is just on its way. +2 is done for the Lings, but since he's going into more of the Hydras, he is trying to get those upgrades going. Concussive Shell is on the way as well. And yeah, I mean, overall, Cure does have the army advantage. Doesn't really have the SCV advantage, but it's more than okay. But again, the big concern here, he's at 123 army supply. But most of that, like at least half of that, it feels like it is in medevacs. How many medevacs does he have? He's sitting at 8 medevacs, and each one's like 3, so yeah, crazy. Lings are going to look to get a little bit of damage done. Not able to. Does burrow down though on some of these extra bases, just wants to make sure that they are not taken. And go. Now, a big chunk of Cure's army going to be going down to this bottom base, the fresher of the bases. Looking to push in this, but it is pretty latched down with the lurkers. And yeah, I mean, some beautiful attacks coming out here. Another base can be taken up at the top for Rogue. And now with Ghost on the field. And with these tanks slowly starting to siege forward here. What's Rogue going to do? Liberator's going to leapfrog forward as well. We do start seeing this base being attacked. He cannot heal it. He can't really do anything. And here comes some Hydras. Splits just in time. Beautiful play there from Rogue. At the same time, a Nidus Worm going into the main. Huge play coming out here from Rogue. This could be exactly what he needs, as his base up here at the top does get taken out. Where's that Nidus Worm at? It is going to actually spread on through here into the main, and here come the lurkers. Going to target down right into the main. Still, this third base going to go down. Going to start pushing in once again. The reinforcements trying to get on top of this, but Rogue starting to push through, starting to pull through. The Cure on his own is going to continue to push into this third base and keep going on. Another Nidus Worm is going to go down here at the bottom. And oh my god, a base trade going to ensue. Yeah, I mean, he does have some vision, so he's going to be able to start taking out the the Lings, but he doesn't have vision of these lurkers. There's only a tank in there to defend. 23 workers have fallen so far here for Cure. He is supply blocked as well. He's going to hold the process of a couple of those CCs. And yeah, I mean, there is a ghost, but no more. Just everything starting to crumble apart here. The Phantom's going to roll in here as a Cure is able to kind of stop that for the time being, but GG will be called as Cure taps out. We'll see it tied up 2-2 going into the final match now. Man, what a series. It has just been non-stop action from both sides. We'll see here who can take it, though. Can Cure put it together, or will Rogue steal it? Let's find out, guys. Alright. Without further ado, here in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, on the final map of this series in Romanticide, give it up for the Blue Terran. It is Cure. And in the top left in the red, playing as the Zerg pieces, give it up. It is Rogue. Right, man, it has been back and forth, and the thing is like, neither side has been cheesy. We haven't seen them go like crazy or ham or anything. It's really been solid games. Everything has just been so crazy, so good. So we'll see if they can finish it out that way, or will it be a cheesy finish. So far, looking pretty standard. Again, we have that same barracks opening time and time again. And the standard hatch into pool. So nothing going too crazy. Looking good together. Now, that was a really good game for Rogue going into those lurkers, playing that more defensive, but I really think the Nidus Worm was such a good call. Rogue loves to use those Niduses, and we actually haven't seen him use them the whole series, so the fact that he was able to do that while under pressure was really nice. So we'll see here, though, in this last game, does he utilize those more? Does he go back into this Lingbane Hydra style? Every game he's won, he has won with this kind of Lingbane Hydra. I definitely think it's a lot better right now than the Mutas, so we'll see. Alright, Reaper is now out for Cure, and will make its way across the map. Reaper looking to get, you know, maybe a couple of drone kills, maybe something done. So we'll see. A couple Lings are out now. And we will actually see them kind of play this off. Is able to kill off 1 second, man. Cure, let's just take a moment here. Cure has just been doing so good with these Reapers. The last 2 games, he has just gotten so much damage done with them. And he is able to get them out. I mean, in lower leagues, yeah, sure, you're going to have some of that. You're going to get some good kills. But in the high leagues, you're usually lucky, really lucky if you're even able to get 1. So the fact that he's able to get 2 Lings has just been awesome. Really has been. So behind this, it is going to be more drones coming out from Rogue. Get a nice surround onto the Reaper. I think he actually loses the Reaper here. There we go. He is actually going to be able to make it out. That's really surprising. There are Lings on the way, though. Speed. Did he not start speed? Oh, no, he hasn't done. I was like, what the heck? It is actually going to be Roaches this time. So this is the first game of the series that he's going to be going into Roaches Rogue. I guess it's a better time than any, right? Second gas is now done, and we will see more and more of those Roaches coming through hatchery on the 3rd will be done as well. And for the most part, Cure only has a couple of units here. He's only got the 2 Hellions. He's got a Reaper. He's got a couple more Hellions on the way, but he definitely does not have enough to deal with Roaches behind this. Morlings as well. So it is going to be this Roachling attack coming through from Rogue. Alright, so Bling gets the scout, sees exactly what's going on, says, okay, you've only got a couple of Hellions, you're not going to have much more. This is going to be perfect. Oh, is he going to be able to do it? I think Cure saw it. I think he sees it. I think he saw the Roach. Yes, he does. He instantly starts pulling back behind this, starting to throw down a couple of bunkers. Will he be able to finish in time? We do see Cure automatically trying to go for a tank, trying to get some kind of defense here. But will he have enough? Rogue lining up the forces to go across the map. There is a single Viking. Gonna scout this incoming. And here we go. Ravengers on the way. The Lings coming forward. Oh no, the bunkers aren't finished yet. They're not done. Automatically, all of the SCVs getting pulled here to deal with this. Oh, both sides are actually supply blocking. Go ahead and start taking care of that 3rd base, making sure that he does not have any other way to get in here. The Roaches going to come in here. The Ravengers biling onto the bunker. It's going to eliminate them. There is a Liberator to help deal with this, but the Corrosive Bile from these Ravengers is going to be able to take care of it. The tank on the high ground now. Going to be the last major threat here for Rogue. But GG will be called, and Rogue will be your winner